what's up everybody, you're watching Vec. We are officially on the second week of Series 28. If you're wondering why that excites me, it's because it is officially the very first week that we get to spend our Backstage Passes. Now, if you haven't been doing your challenges for the Backstage Pass percentage, make sure to do those. Now, if you haven't been keeping up with your challenges, you might have to wait another week to finally get your first Backstage Pass because it is at 50%. Now, if you're wondering how am I at 40% without doing anything this week, well, let me show you. By doing both the monthly rivals and the online adventure, these two give you a lot of percentage. A lot of players miss out on these and they wind up not getting 100% per series. Now, before we go into the rewards for this week and the weekly Forzathon challenge, hit that sub button for me. The channel is fast approaching 500 subscribers and it would be great to hit it by Christmas, so make sure to hit that sub button. Now let's get into the rewards for this week. By completing the trial, we have the Mazda RX 85. It isn't exactly my favorite Mazda RX 7, but it is a pretty cool little car, definitely worth doing if you don't have it already. Now, through Autumn Games, you can get yourself a Nova 69 Forza edition. This thing is such an amazing car. No joke, this car will carry you through almost any type of A-class ranked match. It's extremely competitive for street events, road events, and even dirt events, so don't miss out on picking this one up. Now, we have two street events. One is called Hyperspace Express, where you can get yourself in a tall design Zeruno 18. And then for the second street event, we have a 74 Toyota Corolla by completing One of Us. And last but not least, through the season events, you can also get yourself a classic race helmet by completing Tourist Trap. Now, for this autumn seasonal completion bonuses, at 50% we have the Zenvo TSR, and at 80% we have one of, if not the best handling car of all time, the Volkswagen IDR. Now, moving on to the Forzathon Shop, we do have the options of an Aston Martin DBS Super Leggera at 600 Forzathon points. At 75 points, you can buy yourself a pumpkin hat. It is Halloween, so make sure to pick this one up and make up a costume for yourself. And then at 350 Forzathon points, we have the Peugeot Turbo 16 Forza Edition. Now, moving on to the weekly Forzathon challenge, we have Executive Saloons. Own and drive the 2005 BMW M3 or the 2006 Audi RS4, top contenders in the German executive car market. Now, when we have a challenge like this, you do have the option of driving one or the other. You are not stuck with just one car. So if you want to get this, if you want to do the first two chapters with the BMW and then move on to the RS4 for the last two chapters, you can do that. You can mix and match. You just have to drive one or the other. I would love to do all of these with the RS4, but there are just some things where that BMW is just gonna outshine the RS4. So for chapter 1, just pick one or the other. That is up to you. Now, when you picked up your car, you can move on to chapter 2, a step ahead. Pick your favorite and prove it's the fastest by earning 12 stars from speed traps in either the BMW M305 or the Audi RS406. It doesn't really matter which one you pick, both of them are more than capable of completing this challenge. However, with full upgrades, the Audi RS4 is the much faster car. The Audi RS4 simply has a much better power to weight ratio than the BMW M3, capable of going upwards of 270 miles per hour with good tuning. The BMW sadly only goes up to about 250 miles per hour with good tuning, but either way, both of these cars are more than fast enough to do the speed traps. When it comes to speed traps, you have plenty of options, but the easiest one by far will be the Asthma speed trap with only 140 miles per hour to get 3 stars. It doesn't really matter how many stars you're getting at a time, as long as you're getting at least 1 star, you will eventually get the 12 stars for this challenge. Once you've completed your 12 stars in speed traps, you can move on to chapter 3, track day. Take your car to the races and win 3 road series events in either the BMW M3 or the Audi RS4. Now, if you've seen my videos before, you will probably know exactly what I'm gonna say, but if you haven't, I would recommend going for the Horizon Festival Sprint. It's a very short race, really easy to complete. Both cars have plenty of acceleration with a great top speed, so this one should be incredibly easy to do on any difficulty. Once you've won your 3 events, we can move on to Chapter 4, Impressive Performance. Demonstrate your car's handling by earning drift and pass skills to get 3 show-off skill combos in either the BMW M3 or the Audi RS4. Now, this is the challenge where I will 100% recommend the BMW M3 is just a better drift car. This will also be the hardest challenge to complete, seeing as you not only have to do a show-off skill, you have to also get 3 of them. Now, the concept of doing a show-off skill is easy enough, but executing it is gonna be the hardest part. Now, before doing your show-off skills, I do recommend picking up the Extra Life Car Mastery with either car. This will ensure that hitting another car doesn't automatically break your combo. This will definitely help you with completing the skill combo chain as well. Now, just a really quick explanation on how to do this. You can do it on any track. You don't have to win the race. You don't even have to complete it. Simply put, all you gotta do is drift while passing other vehicles. This is gonna be done the easiest at the beginning of each race because you're gonna be passing a lot of cars. So don't worry about finishing the races. If you don't get the combos at the beginning or towards the beginning, you can just keep restarting the race and earning those show-off combos that way. Once you've done your 3 hard-earned show-off skills, you will officially be done with this week's Forzathon challenge. Most of it was really easy except for that last chapter. Those show-off skills are a real challenge to complete. Well, that is it for this week's Forzathon challenge. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, leave any questions or comments below, like the video if you liked what you saw, and as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Have a good one.